All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Home Theater on a Budget. Boy, we got something to talk about. Let's talk about all the streaming services first, and then we're going to talk about AT&T TV no contracts. I think AT&T TV is the new king of every freaking streaming service. I don't work for them. I actually don't like AT&T's company, but I do think they have the best streaming service right now. So let's talk about YouTube TV first. YouTube TV, $64. Decent DVR. Sometimes half the people get confused and they get commercials between the DVR option and the recorded option. Everything's in 2-channel stereo. YouTube TV, $64. $69. Everything's in Dolby Digital. The on-demand library is just as good. What you record, you skip through everything. The on-demand, it's good. So YouTube. Let's go to Hulu for a second. Hulu, $64. You got to spend more money to get a better, like $10 more for commercial skip and better DVRs. And Hulu doesn't really have a lot of the sports channels. So honestly, Hulu doesn't even compare to this. Hulu's out. Sling TV has every single channel. And if you have an antenna sticking in the air for all your locals, then, I don't know, but Sling TV, you get the total TV deal with Sling TV, you're at $70+. And there's no locals with Sling. Here, $69 with all your locals. And you go here, you get more channels is all you get. But guess what? Now you get a free year of HBO. $84 to Sling's probably $74. $84 to Sling's total TV deal at $74. Sling can't even compare anymore. So now you start thinking, who's out there? Who is out there that can compare with AT&T TV? $69. Over here, $84. You get a few more channels. The main ones are like the NBA TV, and you could always go down and see the benefits. You get 1 year of HBO. Over here, on this $94 package, you get every channel, HBO, and Stars. You go to YouTube TV, $64, plus HBO Max, and I know they have this new package deal for all three HBO, Stars, and Showtime or whatever, where you save $5, but let's just forget that a second. YouTube TV, $64. Add HBO, there's $15 more. Add Stars, there's like $9 more. See where I'm going? Boom, 85 plus Stars, 94. Let's do that again. YouTube TV at 64, and then add $15 and add Stars, there you are. That's the same price as YouTube TV if you have HBO and Stars. Right there. Pretty much the same price. Everything's in if you watch everything on an Apple TV, everything is in Dolby Digital. I think every single channel. If you watch AT&T TV on Android, channels like ESPN, they are not in Dolby Digital to watch. And like my local ABC Channel 12 is not in Dolby Digital. But if I record anything, everything that's recorded is in Dolby Digital. It's weird, but because Apple TV has everything in Dolby Digital out of the box, that tells me that Android with AT&T TV just has a problem. And that's why the box they give you, some of these channels are 2-channel versus 5.1. But you think of a streaming service. The two most popular ones out there are YouTube TV. I'm sorry, it's not even close. YouTube cannot touch this. You do have to pay. You get a smaller DVR here And I think you got to pay $10 more for unlimited recording. And that's unlimited recording. Any channel, 300 hours. So that $10, it kind of sways the price a little bit, but that $10, that's purely optional. And let's be fair. Most people watch what they record, but add $10 to any of these prices, and then you get that massive DVR. And you could record anything. YouTube keeps them for 9 months. AT&T keeps them for 90 days. But really, who cares? If they're going to delete them after so long, you just better watch your stuff. But my whole thing is, I've been switching back and forth. I had a contract with AT&T TV for 2 years, but I lost my internet at my house. Now I got my internet back. And when I came back, they had this. So I went to YouTube TV. I want to know, if you watch YouTube TV and you watch ESPN or the NFL Network, you know that little scroll bar that goes along the bottom right here? That sucker's always jittery on any sports channel. It's just like real jittery when any fast-moving objects come. I don't have that problem on AT&T TV. I don't have that problem on Sling TV. And I don't know, all the 2-channel audio, YouTube TV's roughly the same price, but they got a lot of missing channels. What if you like A&E channel? I don't know. Yeah, they rose the price to $64. They put in a lot of channels that I'd say more people didn't care about them channels than did care about. I don't know. YouTube said they're in high demand, but I don't know. I can't justify anyone paying for anything else anymore. You just get the $69 and you get almost every channel you want for $69. And you get a good DVR. Every channel is in as good as picture as any other streaming service out there. Picture good, sound good. ESPN. And, you know, you get a few more channels. You go here, you get all the stars, and I think the only channels this is the one I have for $94, because for $94 I get HBO and stars, and I wanted the DIY channel. And because the DIY channel, I love HGTV and the DIY channel. And you got to go all the way over here to the 94. But take that 94 for 1 year and say, I'm going to get HBO for a year, HBO Max for a year, and I'm going to have stars. Same price as YouTube TV. And whatever's wrong with Hulu, not having any of the sports networks, and I don't know, no AMC, even though they have contracts with AMC to show a lot of the on-demand stuff. I don't know. And all the other streaming services out there, they're all kind of hit and miss. Like the Fibo network, or however you say it. I forgot the name of it. But the one that they say it's the best streaming service for all sports. They lost all the Turner networks. So you get that. You get, most people I think do get their locals, but you want to watch CNN on their network? No. You want to watch TNT on their network? No. So they finally got ESPN, and they didn't have ESPN for a long time. Then they finally get ESPN, but they lose all the Turner networks. I'm going to make this fairly short, but no contracts. None for these three. None. And I highly recommend, this is the YouTube TV equivalent. You could do better. 1 year of HBO. I don't know. And if you don't have HBO Max, you go get HBO Max, because with all the shows coming out, Mortal Kombat's getting ready to come out on HBO Max. I mean, there is tons of stuff on HBO Max. And we just watched Judas and the Messiah. And that was, I don't know, I love history shows. And that was a really, really good show for that. But you got to have HBO Max in your library. And if you don't want to pay for it, right here. And I don't watch HBO on I don't watch HBO on AT&T TV, even though you can, and it's in 5.1. I just go straight to HBO Max app, and then I get, I don't know, a little easier. Let's talk about the AT&T TV box. This has been the biggest, really the only gripe, because what is everybody's problem? You can only pause AT&T TV for like 90 seconds. 90 seconds. While YouTube, if I'm watching a channel on YouTube TV and I get out of it and go watch, say, HBO Max, go back to YouTube TV, it takes me right back to where I was watching it. So that feature on YouTube TV is priceless. But I don't know. Their picture quality for fast-moving sports, I don't like. It is a deal breaker for the NFL Network. It has a better picture on the NFL Network than Sling TV, but Sling TV, that bar going across the bottom is perfect. And you don't pay a lot of money for a TV to have screwy stuff like that. I don't know, but this box that everybody complains about, everything is always in HDR, and some of the channels, every channel is being forced out as surround sound, so there's no audio pass through. So the two channel, channels where there's only two speakers, it's kind of crazy. And what I want to do, I want to tell you how to fix it. If you have an AT&T TV box, and if you have an Xbox One, I don't care which not the new Xboxes, the old one, Xbox One S, Xbox One K or X, whatever. If you have an Xbox, take your AT&T TV box, plug it in to the Xbox, and then take your Xbox and plug it into your TV. You'll love it. When you do that, HDR is turned off because it's going through the Xbox. And now you're going to think you have DirecTV. Because when I had DirecTV, I always ran it through my Xbox. And when you run it through your Xbox, it upgrades the picture to 4K, and the sound is perfect when it's running through the Xbox. And the new Xboxes don't do this. But if you take that box that AT&T TV gives you, you're going to think you have the old DirecTV. And guess what? Now you can pause. You could fast forward, rewind, all that good stuff on that DVR. You just need an Xbox to do it. If you do not have an Xbox to do it, and I don't know, that HDR always on, it's a problem that's a deal breaker. Now, I do not like the AT&T TV box as a streaming device. Do not get it ever thinking if you're going to stream Netflix and all your services on this streaming box. It is, for $129, it's just not worth that. But here's a suggestion. If you get one of these and you have an Xbox One, $5 more, and I think they're going to charge you a tax of $11. So technically, it's $5 plus tax. But for $5 plus tax, and that's just in my neck of the woods where the tax was $11. But for $5 a month, you're only paying $120 for the box. And you can make 3 or 4 payments. Try it with your Xbox. If you like it, go to the website and say pay off. Keep the box. Now you have this powerful DVR where you're paying the $10 more, and that DVR for $10, it trashes YouTube TV. I mean, and I won't say it trashes, but you never get commercials. And anything you record, you could always fast forward 100%. While YouTube TV, you get stuck with commercials sometimes. Even if you think you've recorded them, and YouTube's going to say, oh, your recorded shows are always there. Man, I tell you what, I you get stuck on having to watch the DVR sometimes, or the video on demand, and that's kind of crazy. But I'm not going to keep you anymore. But I'm telling you right now, you think of your streaming service that you have right now. Right now, it is not better. YouTube TV, nothing is better than this interface. And I'm just going to sit it right there for a second, and I can't leave it on here, but the interface, it's better in YouTube TV. It's better. And everything is in 5.1. If I go here, and I've shown you guys this before, but you got to think about all this. Nothing is this simple on any other streaming service. On Hulu, it goes way across the screen. On YouTube TV, it goes way across the screen. But what do they all have? Tons and tons of missing channels. While the AT&T TV app, the app's good. Now the on-demand stuff, at least on the Android side, it's kind of, I don't know. It could just be my internet. Sometimes it buffers, and granted, I'm on a DSL that's 80 down, and it's not as good. But if you have an Apple TV and you have AT&T TV, pay the extra $10, get the DVR, and now you have every channel in a badass streaming box. But if you want the full DVR and you have an Xbox One, go that route. I want to know everybody's, whatever they're streaming with. If it's not AT&T TV, no contracts. What do you think beats it? And I want to know why. It's not channel selection. It's not. Add the price up. $84, $64, $74, $80. That's HBO Max. Couple of dollars price difference. Now you have HBO Max free for a year. And if you add something like Stars to YouTube TV, that Stars is not in Dolby Digital. It's not. And I know YouTube TV is supposed to start adding 4K content, but everybody is going to be hit and miss. And what are you guys going to do when YouTube raises the price again? And like Sling rose their price by a couple of dollars here and there. Again, I do not like AT&T TV as a company, but they are the only cable service that streams. This is not somebody setting up a streaming service. This is cable TV pretty much. This is DirecTV, how DirecTV should have been. Go to the website, check it out. I want to know what you guys think. Again, you cut the cord, you should have the picture and the sound. And you get HBO Max free for a year. With these two packages, you get every single NBA game. Every Laker game in both of these packages all year long. And granted, the NBA is on a shortened season, but I'm a basketball fan. And if you go to the guide, here, I'll show you real quick. Let me go back to the guide. So let me go here. Let me go back. Let me go up. Let me go here. Here, let me go to the down. Let me go. This is the reason why I got notice on it, is because I wanted my sports. And if I didn't have to pay for my sports, again, no contracts, I could turn this off in a little bit. But look at this. Lakers, every single game, and they give it to you for free. What's YouTube TV giving you for free? Hulu giving you anything for free? Or does Hulu have add-ons? Hulu, $64, $10 more. You want to skip commercials? I think there's $5. Oh, you want the DIY network and cooking channel? There's $8 or $9 more. I mean, I'm sorry. Hulu does have commercial skip on all of their networks. And if I'm comparing Hulu and YouTube TV, I'm probably going to Hulu, because if you don't have an antenna, you get every network channel in commercial skip and Dolby Digital. And again, Hulu can't do that. But for reasons like that, all these channels, and the guide's fast, and I don't know, I could go here, I could click on it, and boom, to be announced. And this is on anything in this guide. So I'm gonna tell you, home theater on a budget, my recommendation. And we have a new streaming king as of right now. And I know it's not going to be where you go to cord cutters on all over YouTube, the people that do all the cord cutting updates. They're going to tell you, oh, AT&T and TV and DirecTV and Dish Network and Comcast lost all these subscribers. I do not know why they're not even advertising this. They're not. But this is the new king. They're gonna give you this price because they based it off of YouTube and Hulu. They said they did. And what they give you, same locals. Guess who has more channels? And I don't know. If you want the channels and you want a channel flip, and the channel flip, you just take this and just keep going left on your D-pad, left or right, and you could channel surf like crazy. You can't really channel surf on any other streaming service. But if you want to channel surf here, and I'll show you that real quick, because in my old videos, I didn't show you this. But let me pause this real quick. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go down. No, I'm not going to pause. Here, let me go back. Now watch. Now I'm just gonna cancel. Go down, guide. We're just gonna pick something. 12 strong. Okay? Tell me who does this good. Ready? Boom. Next channel. Boom. And if you have faster internet than me, then this comes out pretty quick. But all in all, it comes out pretty quick. This is just the D-pad. And it's fast for that reason. And if I go down on the D-pad, I'm not losing anything. My show's still back there and everything. So, all right, home theater on a budget, new king in town, AT&T TV, no contracts. And again, if you have an Xbox One, get the box for $5. Plug the AT&T TV box into the Xbox One. That is a strong recommendation for home theater on a budget. And here's why. Maybe you want to watch using your Apple TV for a while, but then you have a busy day and you're watching sports, or you want to watch this movie and you're trying to cook your dinner. Then you go to that AT&T TV box that's going through your Xbox, and you watch on that because you know you're going to be pausing your ass off all day long. $120. That is a full DVR in that box. And for that one reason, for $5 a month, and you could go to the website and pay it off at any time, that's a good box. And again, no contracts. If you have the box for 3 months and you absolutely hate it, call them and send the box back. And again, if you have DirecTV, I'd cancel it in a heartbeat and go here. Go to AT&T TV right now, because everything that I had on DirecTV, I have access to here. Only thing I don't have, and it's the only thing I do not have, no Red Zone, no NFL Sunday Ticket, no NFL Network. And that is temporary. They will fix that. So down the road, I'm hoping they fix it before this coming year. So once the virus and this vaccine goes everywhere and the virus goes away, and that football pool is twice, the pull from the locals is twice as hard on sports now, because now they got people in the stands, they're going to make that deal and get it back in there. about home theater on a budget, new king in town.